easy 600-pound fish. It's released, it's happy, we're out for number 2 right now. Line came out of the clip, thought we were bit. You always have to play like you are bit. Been a lot of current on the Agua Reef all day, so we're waiting for that slack high tide. These marlin are gonna be right on top of this bank, and then we can just whack them back and forth and back and forth and back and forth right on top of their heads with these baits. There we go. We just had another takedown. We're getting close to the top of the tide, which is exactly when we figured it's gonna get fishy around here. Game on, kids, game on! Didn't we call it top of the tide, my friend? Been life on this reef all day long on all this flotsam that the current came in. Look at this place, it's slicked off. Bite! Big fish! Woo! Nice marlin! Yeah, little doggy! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Tip, okay, it's been tipped. It's been officially caught. We have caught that marlin. This thing's a toad.
See that jump?
What a freaking donkey. This thing's a donkey.
Yeah. Okay, get me that other harness.
Yep, there we go. There we go.
Okay. This is like a total different technique.
Completely different. Perfect technique. Just pump and grind, pump and grind, pump and grind. He's going down using his legs, coming down using his lower body. He's not using any of his arms. You can stay on a fish like this for 2 hours and not take anything out of yourself. Otherwise, it's all arms, shoulders, you just get beat up. A very important aspect of fishing this high visibility yellow line is so that the captain can see the angle of this line. Very important for this man running this boat not to run over that line. With that high visibility line, he knows exactly where that fish is at all times during this fight. Who's more tired, you or the fish?
I think I'm more tired right now. She's taking me for a walk. She's a good fish.
It's an awesome fish, and what a beautiful day to fight it. You need to put this in perspective. Henny's got a 600-pound pissed off animal on the end of a line. You are literally tethered to a live animal, of which we have the option of releasing it when it's done. This is truly an epic battle between man and beast.
Okay, let's go, Ari. What a fish!
Boys.
What a fish. What a fish.
Woo. 4.5 hours. I'm telling you what, Henny,
Great fishing with you, Paul.
you too, bro. Can I be totally honest with you? I mean, absolutely honest with you. I'm so glad you were on that fish and not me.
Next time I take the pictures.
It's about a 600-pound black.
There's a new game in town,
And this is it.
and it's a deal maker.
It's a dinner bell.
Stemson's World Fishing has released the beast.
Put it out 10 minutes later, 600-pound blue weight.
No excuse performance. Stemson's lures are developed in the field, both inshore and offshore, for maximum performance.
Nice fish! Look at the size of that thing!
Stemson's World Fishing has changed the game. Go to StemsonsWorldFishing.com.
Here we are with Henny Mare. He's the COO of Cebaco Bay Sportfishing Club. It's been my honor and privilege to know this man for many, many years. And I'm very, very excited about the new project we have going here at Cebaco Bay.
Right now we have a 110-foot mothership. We're fishing the 47 Davis that we've been fishing the last 2 days.
Successfully, I might add.
It's been it's a great boat. It's a really great boat. One of the top boats here in town. Really such a big area to fish. We're fishing 120 nautical miles, starting right here at the ship. And there's so much still left to be discovered here.
That's offshore. How about onshore? That's the tip of the iceberg.
Yes, this is really our big dream, and this is the future of our operation. This development is really about nature, it's really about the fishing, and it's really about exclusivity and privacy. So what we've done this last year is we've spent a year on developing architectural plans, design with environmental technologies, solar, really water treatment. 2-3 months ago we started our first phase, which is a beach bar. We're right there under construction. So we'll end up with a really small island destination with a strong emphasis on sports fishing. We don't want to spoil it, and we want to do it right.
Yes.
With this kind of thing, you only have one shot at it.
Absolutely.
Right? There's no second chance. If you don't get it right the first time, you're going to live with it for the rest of your life. In the last 3 days that we've been on the water, there was not a single other boat out there with us. We had all of this to ourselves. And you know, Agua Reef is our home reef.
Sure.
It's where we start. If fishing is good there, it's a 15-mile run. It makes economical sense to fish it, and that's really our home reef.
Kenny, I can't thank you enough. This has been
Welcome,
such an amazing experience, you know. Coming here with Jimmy years ago when he first anchored the Cebaco Bay here and just kind of talked about potentially doing something like this, and then to seeing it all happen and knowing you're the man behind it all.
Thanks, man.
They could have hired better people for this. Yeah, we just got a nice 600+ pound black mullet on the Agua Reef. And he says, hey, let's go inshore. We got plenty of baits. The boys made about a dozen of these little green jacks last night and the lights around the boat. So now we're inshore, slow trolling these live baits and throwing poppers up into these wash zones, these rocks. This inshore fishery for roosterfish and snapper is world class. Eddie, where's this we're fishing right now?
Well, we're just fishing off Sombrero Rock, right here on our doorstep.
Any reason why they would call that Sombrero Rock?
Have a look.
That is so cool. So fun throwing plugs in these wash rock. I mean, it's like every cast feels like you're gonna get bit. I'm done, I'm on. Woo, sweet. On the plug. Henny just saw about a 20-pound rooster following his up. See what this is. Feels fairly big, good tail beat. Just gotta keep his head out of these rocks. These Fox spinning reels are a lot more powerful than I gave them credit for. The rod's got plenty of power. It's the perfect popping rod for this condition. I love the metal handle on this Fox. The drag's pretty smooth too, man. I tell ya. I've been very impressed with their equipment. There we go. Oh my God, what a beautiful bluejack. This is one of my favorite reef fish. We get these all over the Pacific Ocean. This is a sizable bluejack. Nice. This is such a pretty fish. Hang on, boys. This is such a pretty fish. Really, really an excellent eating fish. We're not gonna kill this. This is way too beautiful. 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 Look at this fish. Look at the color. It's a bluejack. Yeah, this is truly one of my favorite jack species. It's a tropical Pacific species. They're found all the way in the South Pacific, in the Western Pacific, as well as here in the Eastern Tropical Pacific. It's a bluejack. Some call them blue star jacks. A lot of common names for this animal. Papio in Hawaii. A very, very powerful adversary on rod and reel. They'll eat flies, live baits, everything else. They travel in packs underwater. I mean, they're just a cool, cool fish. But again, look at this gorgeous coloration of that fish. This is such a beautiful fish. We are gonna release this animal. All right, now Cisco, right the way Black's on. Sweet! That is such a nice job. Nice job.
Oh, there's old school. Look at that.
Look at them all.
Look at that. Old school of snappers. Wow.
Get them.
Nice follow. Rooster, maybe about 20 pounds.
There it is. I think it's that needlefish who's been following us. These are a toothy critter. Needlefish, that'll be called needle teeth. Man, these are A wicked looking adversary right here. Whoa, be careful. That's a big one. He's been boiling us for the last 30 minutes. Look at this thing. Wow. 12-pound fish. As you can see, a very, very long needle mouth, very, very sharp teeth. Extremely predatory. They like these shallow water reef environments, and they pretty much chew on anything they want to chew on. So let's give this thing back in the surf, my friend, right here. There he goes. Nice job. They are slimy fishes. Good job.
There is a braided line that fishes like mono. Tough Line Duracast and Tough Line XP.
65-pound Tough Line XP. About a 600-pound black.
Tough Line Super Braids pack better on reels, offer better knot performance, and cast longer.
It's literally round in shape.
Trolling offshore for giants?
There's no stretch in this.
Or bottom jigging for monsters?
You feel everything.
There's a Tough Line for whatever fish you're after. Tough Line XP and Tough Line Duracast.
Seriously, if you haven't fished this line, I'm talking Tough Line. There's nothing else on the market like it.
IGFA Saltwater Adventures on WFN is brought to you by AFTCO, the world's finest fishing rod components and accessories. Plano, a tradition of excellence in tackle boxes. Reactor, best built performance sports watch, period. Fox Sport Fishing, official rod and reel of IGFA Saltwater Adventures. Stempson's World Fishing, it just doesn't get any better. Tough Line, a leader in high performance braided fishing line. What an amazing trip on the waters of Cebaco Bay. Here's the IGFA Saltwater Adventures fish log for Panama. Bill and Henny had an amazing stretch of fishing in Panama, landing a very respectable Cubera snapper, needlefish, and nice blue jack. And the topper of any fishing trip, 2 black marlin weighing approximately 600 and 700 pounds respectively. Giants in their own right, but amazingly, not half the size of the current world record at 1,560 pounds. You don't have to kill a fish to qualify for an IGFA world record, just like you don't have to kill a fish to have a fish mount made. Supplied with good quality photograph and measurements, the artists at King Sailfish Mounts recreate your fish of a lifetime, allowing you to release it to the deep to be caught another day. Memorialize your fishing trips with a custom King Sailfish mount at www.kingsailfishmounts.com. Thanks again for joining us this week for another epic angling adventure. I want to thank Henny from Cebaco Bay Sportfishing Club for everything you did to make this happen. You know, every time I come to Cebaco Bay, Henny, it's a love-hate relationship. You know, I love coming here, but I really hate leaving here. I'm Bill Boyce, your host, and you've been watching IGFA Saltwater Adventures.